Um, I'm Alabra Aliyu Umar from the Faculty of Education, Department of Science, Technology and Mathematics Education, Agricultural Education Unit, Lafia Campus, presenting a lecture on farm tools and equipment with the code AED225. This is an introductory course in agricultural engineering, whereby the students are given the rudiments or the basics of engineering in to enable them carry out farm work with ease and without drudgery. The development of the machines used in modern agriculture has brought new demands on farmers, ranchers, and other agricultural workers. They must be familiar with the energy and mechanical forces and have mechanical skills. It is important that they be able to select machines for specific jobs and know how to safely operate, maintain, and repair them. This practical guide will help assist towards achieving this goal. It is a practical guide meant for students in a university setting who are in 300 level and are taking the course Introduction to Agricultural Mechanization. This course introduces students to the importance, use, and care of machines in agriculture. Agricultural mechanization is a dynamic trade that involves the use of force to accomplish work. To make agricultural work easier, the use of machines becomes very important. To start with, let us look at the types of simple machines that are often applicable to most agricultural mechanization works. Science has developed these machines to simplify the various uh, work used in agricultural mechanization. And these are the wheel and the axle, the lever, the inclined plane, the pulley, the screw, and the wedge. To accomplish work, force must move certain distance. Force acting on an object in the direction of motion. This is a machine. This is a machine makes work easier to perform by accomplishing or more of the following functions. A. Transferring a force from one place to another. B. Changing the direction of a force. C. Increasing the magnitude of a force. And then D. Increasing the distance or speed of a force. Simple machines are devices with no or very few moving parts that make work easier. These machines may look simple, but they provide us with the means to do many things that we could never do without them. The wheel and axle. This is one of the most important inventions in the world. Before the humans were limited in how much and how far they could transport goods over land. Wheel carts facilitate agriculture and commerce by enabling the transportation of goods to and from markets and easing the burden of traveling long distances. The wheel generally reduces the friction encountered when an object is moved over a surface. The other five machines will help humans increase or redirect the force applied to an object. Machines provide mechanical advantage to assist in moving an object. Thus, to accomplish work, force must move a certain distance, which is which is which is depicted mathematically as work, force or distance over kilogram times distance over meter. For example, to lift object, we must do work to overcome the force of gravity and move the object to a certain distance. Thus, the main benefit of machines is that they allow us to do the same amount of work by applying a smaller amount of force over a greater distance. The mechanical advantage of the wheel and axle can be calculated as the diameter swept by the handle divided by the diameter of the axle or load divided by the force applied, as, as presented below. Number two, the lever. This consists of a long beam and a fulcrum or a point The mechanical advantage of the lever depends on the ratio of the length of the beam or on either side of the fulcrum. Thus, mechanical advantage can be calculated as shown below. And the wedge can be used in so many ways: to cut knife, to, to split, to tighten, as to hold back, that's door stopper, to hold together, nail, to scrap, blades on the snow plow or farm grader. Wedges work by changing direction and force applied to it. The force is directed downwards, but the wedge directs the force sideways as it drives into the wood. A wedge may be a single wedge or a double wedge. Each does a slightly different job. An axle is a double wedge, and a chisel is a single wedge. Summary: a machine is a mechanical device that changes the direction or magnitude of your force. In agricultural mechanization, the use of machines has become an integral part of all agricultural activities to achieve much greater work without stress. The 6 classes of simple machines in use include lever with an axle, pulley, inclined plane, and wedge. Workshop tools. There is an idea that says anything worth doing is worth doing right. A, a, corol, a corollary to that statement is the recognition that doing the job right requires the right set of tools. The tools in your workshop will depend on your areas of specialty, interest, and level of experience. Typical problems and concerns of students. Why should a farmer have a farm shop? How can a farm shop be established? What are the essential requirements of a farm shop or of a home farm shop? What tools and equipment are needed? How will the equipment be arranged in a shop? How should the shop and equipment be maintained? What safety precautions to be observed? Why do you need a home farm shop? One of the objectives of farm mechanics is the establishment of a home farm shop. A farmer should take pride in maintaining properly the equipment on the farm and in the home, and in keeping the farmstead neat and attractive in appearance. It is very important that the farmer keeps his farm machinery and other equipment in satisfactory working condition for efficient operation. By being proficient in the use of tools and having suitable facilities to perform the needed job, the farmer can save time, inconveniences, and money. Why a home farm shop? For the requirements of a farm shop. A home farm shop should provide simple space, be of desirable construction, have a suitable floor, have a large main entrance, have adequate lighting and ventilation. Objective of workshop tools. Workshop tools are necessary pieces of items that are needed in the farmstead. They make minor repairs easy, except for specialized repairs. They save time, inconveniences, and money. So these are the tools that are used by the farmer at home to make certain repairs that he doesn't have to go to a specialist. In a typical agricultural engineering workshop, there are 2 categories of tools commonly found, and these are tools for woodworking or carpentry, and number 2, tools for metal working. Find below are some examples of the various tools in the workshop. Students are encouraged to go to the workshop and familiarize themselves with this. Also, figures show the proper arrangement of tools in the workshop for safekeeping and for easy access anytime a tool is needed. Woodworking tools. The choice of woodworking tools, that is hand and power, reflects personal choice and activities to be carried out. Common woodworking tools usually found in the farm include hand tools, saw, planes, grading, and sharpening tools. In woodworking and carpentry, hand saws, also known as panel saws, fish saws, are used to cut pieces of wood into different shapes. This is usually done in order to join the pieces together and to carve a wooden object. They usually operate by having a series of sharp points of some substance that is harder than the wood being cut. The hand saw is a bit like a tenon saw, but with one flat, sharp edge. Importance of a tool classification. Every student should familiarize himself or herself with the name of different kinds of tools and their uses. Much of a farmer's success in farm mechanics depends on the proper selection of tools and their proper use. Importance of proper care of tools. Know how to care for tools is is very important because it helps to keep the uh, tools to last longer. One, keep tools well clean, oiled, and free from rust. Two, keep tools always in their cabinet when not in use. Tools number three, tools must be properly sharpened for good results. Precaution in the care of tools. Do not drop tools anyhow. That is, you don't just come and just drop your tools or just throw them because you are finished using them. Number two, keep tools clean and free from rust. Keep tools sharp. Don't bring cutting edge in contact with metal. Choose the proper tool. And below are examples of some of the tools. One is the screw. Another is the tri-square. And then summary. Tools for farm mechanization come in handy and vary ranging from hand tools to power tools. They carry out different functions in a farm and some must be well kept, especially in a toolbox or in a cabinet. Common workshop tools for the repair of agricultural machines and other activities include woodworking and metalworking tools. For example, woodworking tools such as screws, screwdriver, planes, tri-square, ruler, nails, drills, chisels, clippers are common in every farm workshop. Tools must be kept sharp and handled with care. Principles of internal combustion. Motor, motor or machines on farms have steadily increased in number and in importance. In fact, modern agriculture depends heavily on the internal combustion engine for most of its activities. The farm tractor and the auxiliary engines for farm machinery are used to till the soil, plant and cultivate crops, harvest food and fiber, process product for human or livestock use. The work on the farm depends on the application of power. The power of the machines relieves farmer of much physical emotion. There are some there are some maintenance jobs a farmer with little training and practical experience should be able to do. Types of farm power. One, animal power. Two, wind power. Three, solar power. Four, water power or hydro. Five, external combustion engine or steam engine. And then six, internal combustion engine or gas engine. Engine operation principles. The internal combustion engine generates power by optimizing the force created by running a mixture of fuel and air. This force is confined or trapped in a combustion chamber. The expanding gases force the piston downward in the cylinder. Because the piston is connected to the crankshaft by a connecting rod, this downward motion is changed to a rotating motion. Gasoline, diesel, and liquefied petroleum gas, which is referred to as LPG, use the same principle. Then you have, after that,